Today I'm going to walk around a typical English street and you're going to learn some everyday English. Hi, I'm Steve. Let's do this. I just need to be careful of this white car reversing onto the road. The first job we have to do today is post a letter. Well, he didn't go very far. It's against the law in the UK to park where pedestrians like me are walking. But obviously, this driver, like so many others, just doesn't care. Now, where roads meet like this is called a road junction. And at this junction, we're going to turn left. You can see up ahead what we're looking for, the place to post the letter. And it has three names in English: a pillar box, a letter box, and a post box. You can use any of them. English is crazy. Just pop the letter into the pillar box. And it also tells you here when someone will come to collect that letter and deliver it. I'm not catching the bus today, but if I was, I'd come here to the bus stop. This one has a covering to stop you getting wet in the rain. It's called a bus shelter. And all the details of when the buses that come here arrive and where they go to are here. I'm walking along the footpath, which is often called a pavement. The houses on my left are called semi-detached because they are two houses joined together. This type of house is very popular in England. This green plant that I'm walking past is called a hedge. A few years ago, almost every house had one. This is a skip, and people hire them when they have a lot of rubbish to be taken away, like the people in this house. Now across the road you can see a detached house. This means that it doesn't have any other houses attached to it. These are usually more expensive. It's autumn and you can see the fallen leaves collecting at the side of the road. Here you can see road speed bumps, and these are supposed to make cars slow down. Let's see if they work. Well, it made no difference to the white car, but it certainly made the red one slow down. Here you can see a sign warning the drivers that school children might be crossing the road. On the right you can see a row of terrace houses. And these are usually cheaper than either detached or semi-detached ones, because they have a house on both sides of them. In England, we drive on the left side of the road, just like 55 other countries around the world. Which side do you drive on? Just coming up to another junction, this time with a side street. You can see the white triangle on the road, which means that drivers have to let cars on the main road pass before they join it. I'm just passing a telephone pole. This feels a little old-fashioned now, as most people use mobile phones, and internet cables are usually put underground. We're coming up to some traffic lights, and they're on red, meaning stop, but as I am a pedestrian, this doesn't apply to me. I want to cross over this road, so I'm going to do it here, and this is called a pelican crossing. It's called a pelican because it stands for Pedestrian Light Controlled Crossing. Pelican. Now the red man is showing, which means I shouldn't cross. But I can tell it I'm here by pressing this button. And there's the green man, so it's safe for me to cross the road. If you're wondering how blind people know when it's safe to cross when they can't see the green man, there's a little knob under here that spins when they can safely cross the road, and they feel for it with their fingers. On the right is a block of flats. You can see by the temporary board that one is for sale. Lots of fallen leaves on the pavement as we walk along this main road. Over there are some single-storey houses, and these are called bungalows. I'll just find a good place to cross and show you. There are no laws to stop you crossing a road anywhere, but it's always a good idea to find the safest place. Because this is a main road, you can see there's a lot more traffic. I can see bollards in the road, which means it's a good place to get to the other side. Notice on the ground the white patch that has lots of little bumps. This is to tell blind people who can't see the bollards that they can cross here. Look left, look right, just wait for this car. And we've crossed to the other side, and here you get a good look at these bungalows. The word bungalow, like so many other words in the English language, comes from a different language altogether. In this case, bungalow comes from India. Here's another example of someone who's changed their front garden from plants to pavement so they can park their car. Now the owners of this one, on the other hand, have left it, and in my opinion, it's so much nicer. What do you think? It's a little windy today and overcast, but for the time of year, it's quite warm. Here you can see another skip like we saw earlier, and judging by what's in it, it looks like they're doing some building work on their bungalow. We call this type of work renovations. Here you can see a couple of wheelie bins at the front of this house on the drive. And the householders put their rubbish in there for recycling by the council. Every house has them. Here's a white double-decker bus. That's an unusual colour. If you're struggling with all the vocabulary in this video, don't worry. I've made a guide which covers everything and even has a quiz. And I've already sent it to your email inbox. But if you're new here, just click the link in the description to get your totally free copy. The houses here on the left are council houses, which means that the local council owns them, and the families who live there pay rent. On this one you can see a British flag, which is a little unusual, as most people wouldn't ever fly one unless it was a special occasion. Here's another bus stop, but this time without a shelter. Now we're coming up to a supermarket called Aldi. I've made a video of what it's like inside, and I'll place a link in the first comment for you to check out. Now I'm going to cross back over the road, and again I'm going to use a pelican crossing. Wait for the green man. And here we go. I'm going to walk between these two cars and across the car park of the supermarket. Past people loading their car with the groceries that they've just bought. I'm going to take this shortcut to get back to where I left my car when I started walking. Through the gate, into a cul-de-sac, which is a road the cars can drive in, but they have to turn around to get out. It's also known as a dead end. The wind has died down a little now. The grass you see in front of this house on the left is called a lawn, and the owner keeps it neat and tidy by mowing it. Now we're nearly back to my car, which I left on this street. You can see that this is a very quiet street with hardly any traffic, so there are no special crossing places. Let me know in the comments if you like this type of video and would like to see more of them. For another great English video, click on this link. I'll see you next time.